Yo, what's good NFL fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom, the hub of all the latest NFL news and content. In today's video, we're going to give you guys our first edition of our power rankings here on Touchdown Kingdom. We're going to go over all 32 teams and give you guys our power rankings through week number 4 and rank it from 1 to 32. I'm super excited to jump into this video. If you guys want to see weekly power rankings here on Touchdown Kingdom, please comment down below because as you guys know, we do weekly predictions on this channel, and now I'm trying to get another weekly episode here on Touchdown Kingdom, and it might be the power rankings. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and like the video if you guys enjoyed. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Starting off with number 32, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are 0-4. The Jaguars hiring head coach Urban Meyer seems to be a giant mistake. While he's out talking to young girls at the bar, his team is still winless after 4 games. It's going to be interesting to see how the Jacksonville Jaguars handle this Urban Meyer situation. Coming in at number 31, we have the Detroit Lions, who are also 0-4. The Detroit Lions fan base know pain like no other. They've managed to at least put up a fight in every single game they've played so far, but first-year head coach Dan Campbell is still looking for his first win. Number 30, the Houston Texans, coming in at 1-3. Honestly, I don't think anybody expected the Texans to even have a win on the board at this point in the year, but here they are, sitting at 1-3 with a rookie quarterback who's coming off being blown out 40-0. Number 29, the New York Giants at 1-3. The Giants just got their first win of the season, but like their New York counterpart, the Jets, there's a lot of work to be done before turning the ship around. The win against the Saints this past week was huge for the G-Men, and Daniel Jones had a great game. Let's see if he can continue this trend as the season progresses. Number 28, the Atlanta Falcons, coming at 1-3. The Falcons have struggled badly to start the season. 4th overall pick Kyle Pitts has really been not much of a factor so far to start off his rookie season, and the Falcons defense continues to struggle. Coming in at number 27, the New York Jets, 1-3. The New York Jets just secured their first victory of the season against a playoff caliber team in the Tennessee Titans. While this was a great win for the organization, the Jets were an absolute joke for the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, and they have a lot of work to do moving forward. Number 26, the Miami Dolphins, 1-3. The Miami Dolphins somehow hung on to beat the Patriots in week 1, but this team could easily be 0-4. They've struggled since that first win of the season coming in week 1, and their lack of offensive firepower really hindered them so far this year. With Tua sidelined with an injury, veteran quarterback Jacoby Brissett is trying to keep this team intact, but they sit at 1-3. Number 25, the Philadelphia Eagles, 1-3. After a very impressive week 1 win over the Falcons, the Eagles have continuously regressed ever since. Their usage, or I guess you can say non-usage, of running back Miles Sanders is puzzling to say the least. Number 24, Pittsburgh Steelers, 1-3. The Big Ben era is coming to an end right before our eyes. I really don't know how this Steelers team beat the Bills on the road in week 1. The only bright spot has been the play of rookie running back Najee Harris, but other than that, it's a dark time in Pittsburgh. Number 23, the Minnesota Vikings, 1-3. The Vikings' biggest problem this year is their lack of defense, specifically their struggles in the secondary. This is something they will need to fix as soon as possible if they want to turn the season around before it's too late. Kirk Cousins had a very good start to the season, but like I said, the defense is the issue. Number 22, the Chicago Bears, 2-2. Justin Fields is coming off his first victory of the season, and Matt Nagy still does not know who's going to start, or at least he's not telling us. I love what I saw from rookie quarterback Justin Fields, and I really hope Matt Nagy gives him an opportunity to start for the rest of the year. Number 21, the New England Patriots, 1-3. The Patriots and rookie quarterback Mac Jones have not looked great to start the year. Their offensive line isn't performing as well as most people thought, and Mac Jones has been taking too much hits as a result. The Patriots defense has been looking really good, and I think that they have a chance to win some games simply because of their defense. Number 20, Indianapolis Colts, 1-3. The Colts have had a bad start to the season, and they're riddled with injuries. This could be a very frustrating year if you're a Colts fan. Number 19, the Washington Football Team, 2-2. The Washington Football Team is coming off a fairly disappointing start to 2021. Their defense, led by second-year phenom Chase Young, has played terribly this year. When they were a top 5 defense last year, will Washington get it together? We will find out. Number 18, the New Orleans Saints, 2-2. Nobody really expected the Saints to be hanging in there like they are at this point in the season, but give credit where it's due. Going from Drew Brees to Jameis Winston, it's going to be from night and day, but here they are sitting at 500, even though they're coming off a disappointing loss to the Giants. Number 17, Tennessee Titans, 2-2. The Titans had their struggles so far this year on both sides of the ball. Coming off an overtime loss to the New York Jets, the Titans need to get back on track if they want to make a run again this season. Number 16, the San Francisco 49ers, 2-2. Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance, you never know who Kyle Shanahan is going to give you. Either way, the Niners are in the middle of the road, sitting at 2-2 so far this season, coming off a loss to the division rival Seattle Seahawks. Speaking of the Seahawks come in at number 15 at 2-2. Russell Wilson was absolutely electric last week, and he's finally getting back on track, but the Seahawks defense is terrible and will ultimately be why the Seahawks are not going to go that far this season, in my opinion. Number 14, the Cincinnati Bengals, 3-1. The Bengals have fought hard through all four of their matchups this season, and Joe Burrow clearly has what it takes to be great in the NFL. Number 13, the Denver Broncos, 3-1. The Broncos got off to a hot start in 2021, thanks to an incredible quarterback play from Teddy Bridgewater, as well as lights-out play from the entire defense. The AFC West just got a little more interesting, but Teddy is in concussion protocol, so Drew Lock will have to be the starting quarterback. Number 12, the Carolina Panthers, 3-1. The Panthers and Sam Darnold are off to a very hot start. Their defense is also playing outstanding football, but they did just get destroyed from the Dallas Cowboys offense. Once they get Christian McCaffrey back from injury, they could still win a lot of games and be a threat in the NFC. Number 11, the Las Vegas Raiders, 3-1. The Raiders are finally shaping up to be what we all thought when John Gruden came out of retirement to be their head coach. Derek Carr looks really good, and they could find themselves in position to make a playoff run this year, even though they had a disappointing loss to the LA Chargers last night on Monday Night Football. Coming in at number 10, the Kansas City Chiefs at 2-2. No one really expected this slow start from the Kansas City Chiefs, but I don't think that this is going to last long. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs are right back into the top 5, even as early as next week. Number 9, the LA Chargers, 3-1. Justin Herbert is looking to repeat the incredible year that he had last season, and so far so good. They're off to a 3-1 start, and Justin Herbert looks good, as well as first-year head coach Brandon Staley and that LA Chargers defense. Number 8, we have the Baltimore Ravens, 3-1. Lamar Jackson is off to an incredible start to the 2021 season. Justin Tucker potentially could be the greatest kicker of all time, and Harbaugh is definitely one of the greatest coaches of this generation. Number 7, the Cleveland Browns, 3-1. The Browns have the best running attack in all of football, as well as one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. Their offensive line and defensive line are absolutely insane. It took a long time, but the city of Cleveland finally has a real football team. Number 6, the Dallas Cowboys, 3-1. Dak Prescott might just be the most impressive quarterback so far in 2021. On the other side of the ball, Trevon Diggs is looking to set the single-season interception record. The Cowboys could definitely make a run this year, as it should be pretty easy to win their division. Number 5, the Green Bay Packers, 3-1. After a horrible start to the season, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are back on track and expected to make another Super Bowl run this year. Number 4, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3-1. Tom Brady is 44 years old and still throwing laser beams down the field. Although he struggled this past week against his former team, the Bucs are a top 5 squad in the NFL. Number 3, the LA Rams, 3-1. After all these years, Matt Stafford finally has a great supporting cast around him. After coming off a disappointing loss last week, I still think the Rams are a very good team and a threat in the NFC. Number 2, the Buffalo Bills, 3-1. The Buffalo Bills are right where they're supposed to be after losing to Pittsburgh in week number 1. Coming off a 40-point shutout victory over the Texans, the Bills are ready to go and compete in the AFC. And coming in at number 1, we have the only undefeated team left, the Arizona Cardinals, sitting at 4-0. Kyler Murray looks like an absolute stud, and defenses are probably scratching their heads every time they have to go up against him. Their defense is absolutely no joke as well, and Cliff Kingsbury is looking really good to start off the season. that does it for Touchdown Kingdom's Week 5 Power Rankings. If you guys want to comment down below some of your rankings, please feel free to do so. It's very obvious that you guys will definitely disagree with some of our rankings, so I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down below. Don't forget to like the video if you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you want to see more consistent content just like this here on Touchdown Kingdom. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.